Welcome to Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. And if the thumbnail's any indication, it's Pichu's Conquest. That's right, the Smash character I'm picking this time is none other than Pichu. Last time in Awakening, I went with Kirby. This time I'm going with my other Smash Brothers character, Pichu. So we're just going to get started with the Branch of Fate. Personally, I think the first 6 or 5 chapters or so are kind of boring. So Pichu, this time we're going with the female avatar. Last time we did go for male with Kirby, but Pichu is predominantly, I think, female in Smash Brothers. It's supposed to be. As much as I'd like to go, well, the short one would fit Pichu a lot more, but I think the short corn looks a bit weird, as does the big guy corn. We're just going to go with the default female. And for the hair, there are some crazy hairstyles in this game. You can change this later. It's one thing you can't do with Robin, which is pretty cool. But we're just going to stick with this. It looks like Pichu ears. And if you're the female avatar, you get to choose this neat little decoration. If you're familiar with Pichu in Smash Brothers at all, his 7th ult, I think, has the daisy. So we're going to go with the flower. And of course, we want to be as yellow as possible. And the eyes, this face I can't take seriously. I think we're just going to go the default. And we don't have cheek blushes as an option. So we'll just go default here. And I think for Pichu... does it let me play it? It does.
We've got this.
It's probably going to be that one. Yeah, and I did play this a little bit ahead of time with a Branch of Fate because, yeah, the first 6 chapters are just kind of, meh. This is going to be in hard mode, and I should mention that I am really bad at Conquest. If you'd like to backseat game, you're more than welcome to with, like, reclasses and pairings and things like that. I do have an idea of who I want to use and who I want to reclass. As far as Pichu, I don't think it's going to matter. I did say in Awakening that we'd be seeing the 11th Sword a bit more because I want to make Pichu not really a mage, but maybe just keep her as a Nor Noble. So we can maybe use Thundertomes and the 11th Sword because, yeah, Pichu, electricity. So Pichu is our name. Pokemon Gold and Silver was released on October 15th, 2000. And I think these settings are default, but this is what I was going to go with anyway. We're going to go with Quick. Naturally works for Pichu, and then Luck. As far as making a Bane in this game, yeah, once again, Luck is the best one to make your Bane, and you can go Strength or Magic if you're making your avatar, like, if you prefer, like, a physical unit, go Strength. A Magic unit, I think it's clever. I don't know, they're a little bit weird in this game, but we'll just go with Quick, Unlucky, and we'll just go with Mage, but I'm probably not going to reclass Pichu. Sure. Now this is once again on Citra. Yeah, so it kind of has some issues doing that. And I actually have to use save states to keep this playthrough going. Now, as far as, like, cheesing, I don't want to do that. There is one place I do want to have a save state, but that's not until the very, very end of the game. Most players of Conquest will probably know it's between the last chapter and, like, the final chapter. You can't save normally, but I think for the purposes of recording, I'm going to allow myself to stay there. And we're into this cutscene. I'm not going to go with the story for this game. Conquest story is pretty mediocre, pretty questionable. There are things that happen that, I don't know, make you want to bang your head against the wall, such as with Azura, but we'll just skip this. I don't know if this gets copyrighted. Maybe I'll just keep talking over it.
Big sister. She's my sister.
Most of the playthroughs I see go with the brother line, and we're just going to skip this. But yeah, I thought I'd show that off. So of course we're going to fight with Nor. I don't know if I'll ever do a Birthright playthrough. I feel like that would... I'd want to, like, do something like Lunatic mode or no Royals or everyone reclasses. And of course Revelations, the sandboxy one. I like having all of the characters, but the maps are just really bad. They're really, really bad. And like, I don't know, some of the maps I get to, I'm like, not this map again. But we're just going to go with Conquest, of course. We already chosen it. As you can tell by my layout, I hope you like it. I might change it up a bit here and there with some certain characters. And sorry, Ryoma. I like Ryoma a lot, so I kind of feel bad doing this, but what can you do? And of course, since we're female, we have Jacob. I think on tier lists he's considered better. Jacob early game is better than Felicia early game, as is later Felicia. So here we have our team. Up here we have a block of noodles against a lobster. We'll just keep them up there. We have to kill 4 people in this chapter. Not too hard. We have a pair of watermelons, a cinnamon roll. Elise is actually my favorite character in all of Fates. One of my favorite characters in the entire series. Probably my favorite healer too. So excited to use her. Don't know if I'll reclass her. I know she does really good as a malignite, but I like having a healer. And then, of course, the tomato Leo. Love Leo. I think I did marry him my first playthrough. He's Blonde Marth. This time I'm going to marry someone else. I do want to pair Corn up pretty quickly because we are going to be doing child paralogs. I don't know if we'll use the children, but I definitely want to do the paralogs. And Leo kind of joins a little bit later than I'd like him to. And then, of course, over here, as I mentioned, the Lobster Lord himself, Ryoma. He's quite scary. We have a helicopter carrying a pineapple over here. And, of course, a Sakura flower and Yukimura. So yeah, let's just get our settings going. I do think I did turn these off in the practice anime. I did, of course, do some practice runs of this. Xander's just going to stay up here. And I think Leo is going to bait out Takumi. And we'll just have we'll set this up for a nice dual strike. Pichu, of course, also being a Nornoble, will be the dragon. So we have a mouse dragon on our team. And like I said earlier, if you would like to backseat game me, please do so. I'm not that great at Conquest, especially when we get to the late game maps. Like, I'd say about the Takumi Wall chapter is where I struggle more so with this. Hinoka's chapter is pretty brutal as well for me. I might leave this in. I can't take Takumi's dialogue seriously because I did watch another pretty popular YouTuber who gave him a funny lisp. I watched Gas's playthrough of it, and his Takumi voice is absolutely hilarious, so can't really take him seriously after that. Let's go ahead with the... I think I'm just going to use the Yato here so we can take out Takumi pretty easily. And of course we can't dual strike since they're paired up. Yeah, pair up in this game, of course, not as broken in Awakening, which may be a good thing because it's a bit more strategic. You know when you're going to block by those little shields above Takumi's Fujin Yumi, and when you're separated, you can dual strike. Early game, I think it's better to stay separate. Late game, I like pairing up. I mean, I'm just kind of accustomed to pair up, so Leo should be able to, yeah, do some damage here. I think Camilla might be able to one-shot her. Not quite. Let's get Leo moving a bit. Hinoka's pretty resistant, so... Yeah, Leo's not getting any experience in this one. I don't think Camilla's going to either. I don't think Elise will either, so we may want to feed these heals to Jacob. I did get him Live to Serve in the prologue chapters, as well as Zora's Voice of Peace, I think it is. It's her level 10 skill that kind of... I think he gives you a bit buff, and of course she has her healing aura range, which is really useful. I guess Xander can go in the woods. Yeah, he really has a tough time hitting Ryoma. I was actually doing a bit of a practice on Birthright, so I'm thinking I have a Sun Festal, but I don't. And Elise will just come out here. Yeah, Xander's hit rate not that great. And Ryoma in the woods is even worse. If you do manage to hit, though, you might be able to quickly finish off Ryoma, and I think I'm just going to run this way. Yeah, so now we have to deal with Yukimura. He does have a bow, so I think I'm just going to have Leo pair up with me, and we'll have Jacob get the heal. I don't know if I'll leave the healing animations on, but we do want to see Elise, so maybe yes, we can leave them go. And Camille can just float around here. I know Camilla is a controversial character, but I actually quite like Camilla. I'll explain that in Chapter 10 when she actually joins us. And here comes Ryoma. Oh look, a 25. Good job, Xander. Okay. I guess I can finish off Yukimura with the help of Leo.
to battle.
Not really using the mouse dragon that much. Okay, Yukimura.
Lady Mikoto.
And then that just leaves Sakura. Now, Leo, if Camilla can hit... Yeah, we have to harm the healer. I'd rather fight her than Ryoma with Sander. Could try for a dual strike, I guess.
Please, don't cry.
Or you can just one-shot her. So yeah, pretty easy prologue chapter, so I'll leave it here. Next time we are going to get into chapter 7, and like I said, if you want to backseat gaming in this game, please feel free to do so. I'll see you then.